It is always a good day when you go out and buy a new rifle and then it exceeds all of your expectations. And for me, that's this thing right here. This is the Bergara Stoke. And being my first Bergara rifle, I'm actually super impressed with it. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, but I've always heard good things. This is my first one, so let's jump into it. All right, guys, let's jump into this rifle. I got my notes here. I got the rifle on the table. Like I said before, this is the B14 Stoke by Bergara, and it is a slick little rifle. Been super happy with it so far. When I was looking for a rifle for my wife and my son, I wanted three things. A shorter barrel, because I was going to be putting a suppressor on. I wanted it at a budget-friendly price, and I wanted a decent quality rifle. You know, I wasn't looking for anything crazy, but I wanted something that had decent accuracy and decent build quality. And I had a few ideas going into the gun store. I wanted her to look at, for example, the Ruger American, the second gen. I really think that's a cool rifle and hard to beat for the money. But as soon as she picked this rifle up, she fell in love with it. So she really loved how balanced it was, how small it was, and how lightweight it was. So we ended up picking this rifle up. I actually had to order it. They didn't have it in 6.5 Creedmoor, which this one is chambered in. Love it or hate it, I wanted to go Creedmoor because I have a ton of ammo for it. This isn't going to be some crazy long-range shooter, a couple hundred yards max. I think the Creedmoor is more than enough for that. So that's what we decided to get it in. It is available in, let's see my notes, 243, 308, 22-250, 6.5 PRC, and all of those come with a hinged floor plate on the bottom. Or you can get it in 223, 300 blackout, 350 legend. All those will have a magazine. Like I said, I like the 6.5 Creedmoor, but if you notice, all those rounds are kind of small on the small end, really geared towards women and kids. But this would also make a great predator rifle. I see a lot of guys actually buying this for themselves for predator hunting. Despite the stock being a little small, what they end up doing is putting these little spacers in. So this stock comes with these little spacers. Each one's about 1/4 of an inch. And you take off the recoil pad, you could screw these in, put it back together, and it just gives you a little bit longer length of pull. Length of pull on this rifle is about 12 1/4. As you can see, it's a little short for me. I could still shoot it just fine. But if you're getting this for yourself, I'd definitely either put those spacers in or potentially swap the stock. I really like this stock. Pretty high quality. It feels really good. I really like the texture on it. It is a lot shorter. Again, it's got the real small length of pull. It's got a real vertical hand grip right here, which I really like. And then the fore end, I believe they shaved off like 2 inches off the end. So it is a very compact stock, perfect for women and kids, easy to hold, easy to handle and maneuver. And it really works well with the shorter 20-inch barrel. I really wanted the shorter barrel because I was going to put a suppressor on the end. This is the Banish 30 by Silencer Central. I have it in the 9-inch configuration right now. I may take that extension off, drop it down to 7 inches just to save a little more space, a little bit of weight, but for now that's what it is. And then when I took it out to the range earlier, I wasn't shooting with the suppressor. It does come with threaded barrel and a little thread protector. So there's that. Overall length of the rifle, we're at 38.5 inches. Barrel twist rate 1/8. I found that it really seems to like the lighter stuff, the smaller grained bullets, although I haven't shot a ton through it. But what I did find is that it was shooting this Winchester PowerPoint, cheapest ammo I could find, 25 bucks at Walmart, shooting this extremely well. I was very surprised at the accuracy I got out of this. Bergara recommends a 50 shot break-in procedure for their barrel. Now, I have had rifles where I have followed a break-in procedure for the barrel and others that I haven't. I haven't really noticed a difference between the two, but I went ahead and followed it anyway. So I went and found the cheapest ammo I could find, a box of this, and I believe a box of Hornady. And this stuff shot amazing. I'll put a picture up here on the screen. There's 2 bullet holes in that one hole. So really impressed with the accuracy so far. And I've only put 60 rounds through, so we do have a lot more testing to do, and I'll be doing a separate video on that. But going back to the gun, haven't shot it with the suppressor yet, just the barrel thread like I mentioned. Bipod is a cheap mag pull bipod. I'll probably be taking this off to hunt with, as my son, wife will probably be shooting off a tripod, and I'll just put a rifle sling on it. Scope is a Vortex Viper HS. I do think this scope's a little big and overkill for this rifle, so I'll probably be swapping that out for something smaller and lighter. Again, we're not going to be shooting super long range with this thing, so don't necessarily need anything too big. Trigger in this, honestly, surprised me. Super nice trigger. Real crisp. Adjustable trigger, real light. Really like this trigger. One of my favorite parts of this rifle, besides the weight, besides the length. And again, really like the texture on this stock. It just feels really good in the hand, really grippy. I could definitely see myself taking this thing out to do some predator calling with it, as long as, you know, I can get over that shorter length of pull. I may put a spacer or 2 in there just to make it a little more comfortable. Oversized bolt knob, didn't have any issues feeding any of the ammo. Super smooth bolt. It does have just a 2-position trigger, and it doesn't lock the bolt like I know a lot of guys like. I like that too, but it's not necessarily a deal breaker for me. Just really great trigger again. I really like this trigger. And that's pretty much it. I'm sure I missed something, but I don't really do gun reviews on this channel. I can start doing more of them if you'd like. Let me know in a comment down below. Just super excited about how this rifle's coming along and very impressed with it. So I wanted to make a real quick video kind of showcasing it. And for those with kids or with wives that hunt, I just think this is a super great option for them, or for guys that want a real small compact rifle for predator hunting. I just think this could be the ticket. So appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.